Say, family, yeah, you, the one who thinks, that one like won't make a difference. Well, I'm going to tell you it will, man. That one like can help this video get recommended to thousands of more people. You know what I'm saying? So that one like definitely will make a difference. And I know how that is because I used to be that person too. When people be like, you don't like my video, I would think, man, that one like, they don't need my like. That don't really mean too much or nothing. But yeah, it definitely does. It means a whole lot. So everybody who check this video out, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you drop a like, man. Wipe your feet before you come in the door. Ring that doorbell before you come in the door, You ain't gonna go to nobody's house and not ring that doorbell first. So, you know what I'm saying? That definitely don't come to the video without ringing the doorbell, which is liking the video, you know what I'm saying, before you check it out. And also, if you ain't subscribed by now, make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? We finna go up, you feel me? But with that being said, kick that intro for me one time. Believe it. What's going on today, folks? It's your boy King KO back with another video. And for today's topic, we got quite a few of them. Might as well say that, you know what I'm saying? We got a few topics to dive into and touch on. But before we get into anything, you know what I'm saying, I just want to say this. Hopefully y'all did like the video and y'all do know, you know what I'm saying, from now on for future reference. You know what I'm saying? That you drop them likes, man. That's pretty important. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody do that, we can definitely grow a lot quicker. So make sure you don't miss a video without liking it first. And also, I apologize for the absence, man. I've been gone off here for a little while. I've been sick, man. I've been trying to do whatever I can to make it back. That way I can get on here and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with y'all family. But the thing is, man, I barely been able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I've been pretty much, kind of like discombobulated. I've just been like, man, I don't know, man. This sickness been crazy, but thank the Most High God, it's not that, certain virus going around. I'm figuring, it could be like a flu type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I'm still kind of sick. And for those of you who dived into the live last time, and I closed it out pretty quickly, that was, me kind of like, my mind went blank for a second. I don't know what happened with that, man. It was just, I couldn't function right, but I tried to push myself and it didn't work out like it was supposed to. But yeah, man, I definitely apologize for that. Make sure y'all like this video, though, and show your boy some love, man. We're going to pick up from here. And I'm going to try to push myself, since I'm feeling a little better, try to push myself to keep on posting every day. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Believe it. Okay, first off, before we get into the video fully, I want to say this first. Y'all remember when I told y'all that Asian Doll kind of won the verses between, her and Big Lotto? It's kind of tough for me now, to get used to that name for her, but y'all know. Well, pretty much, man, I went back and recounted it. I guess I was off I was off the lot. Mulatto, or Big Lotto, pretty much she won by a landslide, man. I knew my people wasn't that messed up. I knew y'all had it together. Because you can visibly see that this woman is clearly far more beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And that's no knock on Asian Doll, But Big Lotto just, she just is. She the cream of the crop. The woman is A1. From body to skin color to, everything, man. This woman is just immaculate. She's just something of fantasy. She's a goddess. You feel me? But let's go ahead and get into the video, though. Just had to say that right quick. But yeah, man, for our first topic, we got Fredo Bang. And Fredo Bang, as we all know, you know what I'm saying, he been coming out with posts here lately. He been pretty much sending messages to his people. I don't know if it's a PR thing or whatever, you know how that goes. Pretty much probably somebody close to him, family members, friends, whatever, somebody in the TBG community, whatever. Y'all know how that goes. But on the cool here lately, it's been a lot of posts about where he's at and, pretty much sending him letters, pictures, or whatever fans, or mostly women, you know how it is in there. You want a woman to send you pictures, write you, keep you comforted, and stuff like that. Showing his DLC number, normal, typical Paris jail, prison type of stuff. That type of stuff that he been sending through his people. That's what it's been a lot of here lately. As you can see, he been telling them, send them swimsuit pictures, just that type of stuff. In there, you be on some horn dog stuff. Y'all know how that goes. But this last post was a lot different. He had some problems going on with DEFJAM, and as you guys can see right here, he says, "How much for my contract? I'm going somewhere else that I am appreciated." So, from this particular post, we can see that, Fredo Bang is having a lot of trouble with his record label in DEFJAM. And for those of you who remember when he first signed this particular deal, what I stated back then was, I believe that, Fredo Bang is making a very bad move. I understand, the exposure, it'll help a lot, for him to get airplay and radio play and whatnot. But honestly, since Fredo Bang's been, signed to DEFJAM has not done much to really get his name out there. They have not put him as a priority, in my opinion. It still seems like he's on the same climax that he was already on. His trajectory is already, was already at the same point that it's at, with DEFJAM. And he also goes on to say, "And take this down, I did not approve of this." I mean, take this, I did not approve down. Basically they posted, a bunch of remixes of his older songs, you know what I'm saying, and a couple newer songs that he had dropped, and they pretty much called it like a Fredo Bang a remix, I don't know what they was trying to do with this, but Fredo Bang thought this was a bad PR move. He thought this was a bad promotional move, so he never really wanted this to be posted up. But honestly, like, from the beginning, we never thought this was a good move. I thought Fredo would have been better off, staying independent, and doing his career like that. I felt like he already had everything he needed to promote himself. And just off of, the whole situation that was going on, the beef that was going on, it was going to keep his name high. Anytime YB dropped, he dropped. Anytime he dropped, YB dropped. And they was pretty much keeping each other's names high without, any extras. He could have promoted himself off of YB. But next up, we got that man's Lit Yoshi. And Lit Yoshi made his first post since 2019, I believe. It's been like, I want to say like September 2019, around his birthday, was like the last post that he physically made. Now, this post was, "I'll do whatever for Rich Queen, stand on business for, my baby apes." And this one kind of set the whole community on fire. It got the whole internet going crazy. Everybody who pretty much talks about TBG and NBA. And I think everybody took the wrong thought process on this certain particular topic, because everybody took it as, is Lit Yoshi out of jail because of the error that they made down in Miami, where they gave him a $200,000 bond. Now, this does not mean that Lit Yoshi is out of jail. Don't take it as that whatsoever. What this means is he's probably in there around somebody, allegedly, let me say that before I say this, with a cell phone. And he decided to make a post of his daughter, because he has not been able to share that with fans yet. And also, he can't physically see his daughter, so that's what a lot of people do, and make posts about the ones they miss, him having a new young daughter. Of course, that's something, that's near and dear to him. He misses her, so he decided to make a post about it. Everybody need to quit blowing this out of proportion and always trying to find, reasons and, stuff like that, man. Because you got that error that Miami police made. Got a lot of people talking about Fredo Bang. Lit Yoshi is snitching on Fredo Bang. Like, just the craziness these people come up with. The craziness is absurd. A lot of people, who really secretly, rock with NBA more. I like to stay, out of, what side I'm really on. But a lot of people who rock with NBA more, they show their biasness whenever they try to say, TBG could be snitching, or Lit Yoshi is snitching, or, something like that, because of what came out about NBA Michi. Just because one person from that camp was, snitching doesn't mean, that affects the whole camp. But honestly, it kind of does, family, because it's a bad look on them, with the whole camp image being, you know, streetwise, and we all know the number one thing you don't do in the streets is rap. But you can't try to transfer that energy over to TBG, because that happened to NBA until something actually comes out that states that. Now you got the advocate, you got police reporting on the fact that, you know, and there's paperwork out that I've seen, but you got police reporting on the fact that the person who was the victim in the case has came out and said that they will stand up and testify. That's enough proof for you. That's all you need right there. That's all you need. Let Yoshi come out, you know, saying it. And they talked about how the person that Lit Yoshi was going at was the one who was giving them the information. And that's it. That's all you need right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on, because I don't want to get too deep into all that. Next up, we got that boy Baton Rouge Slim. And Baton Rouge Slim just dropped new music, as we all know. And once again, I do want to say, man, I'm proud of my boy, man. You know, he locked down. He stood on his 10 and hopped in that studio and left everything alone. You know, as we all know, he a real street general, you know, stand-up OG. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to walk away from that lifestyle, man, and figure out, you know, what it is you want more in his life. And he's figuring out that the music is more important to him. You know what I'm saying? His image, you know, on a worldly standard is more important, you know, keeping things squiggly clean. You know, that way, you know, he can come up in this world. And he says, remember, blank is for life. You know what I'm saying? And to me, man, I took that as, you know, he telling you know, the suckers, look, whenever you think it's gonna be cool, there ain't never gonna be no peace treaty. I ain't never gonna let up on y'all, you know, whether that be me, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And on these beats, I sure ain't gonna let up on y'all. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So he let it be known, you know, he applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? He applying pressure. He standing on his guns, and he finna come up, you know what I'm saying, on the studio tip. You feel me? He gonna come up off of that, and I'm proud of him for that. 100. You know what I'm saying? But while we still on Baton Rouge, let's move on to the next topic. And the next topic is Boosie. You know what I'm saying? The man with the plan. You know, the king of Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? The big dog. You feel me? Now he just came out with his new movie called My Struggle. You know, it just came out pretty much yesterday. You feel me? And the reviews on this movie has been amazing. Everybody has said nothing but good things about this movie. Now, me personally, I haven't seen much of nothing but previews. But from the previews, you know what I'm saying, it seems like the movie is actually dope. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a high quality movie. Doesn't look low budget, you know, like the Master P movie. You know, no disrespect to that, man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, P. You got some of the most legendary movies of all time. But Boosie taking the cake on this one. Boosie's taking the cake. From what I've seen, the little bits I've seen, and I'm going to check it out as soon as I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? I got to go watch that. But, you know, from the little bits I've seen, man, it looked like a dope, very, very studio quality, very, very, you know, high quality motion picture, you know, 4K Ultra type of, you know what I'm saying, good quality movie with good quality acting in it. And my thing is, you know what I'm saying, with him having Quando Rondo playing Marlo Mike, a lot of people didn't like what I had to say about that, but Boosie said it out his own mouth. You know, a youngin' that was like his son when he ratted on him. A lot of people didn't like what I had to say about that, but honestly, I'm gonna speak my mind, and I don't care what anybody got to say. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with me, you know what to do. You ain't gotta listen, and when you see me, do what you gonna do to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't hiding from nobody, you feel me? But as you can see, C Murder shared that right there. Of course, you know, that's his boy or whatever. But on the cool, man, I didn't really like, you know, I wouldn't have went for it if somebody asked me to play a rat, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I was saying with that whole post, you feel me? But on the cool, man, shout out to Boosie for this movie, man. I've heard nothing but good things, good reviews on the movie. You know, it's definitely making me very anxious to go check it out, man. So I recommend y'all go check it out, man, and show that boy Boosie some love, man. This is true entrepreneurship. This is taking, you know, him to a whole nother level. As we all know, you know, the On the Grind, you know, the other movies, you know, that he made, they did very well. So this one, I'm speculating to do very, very well. Well, next up, we got that boy Kodak Black, and Kodak Black was talking to his peoples from Detroit, and pretty much he missed the show yesterday. So he was showing some love, man, to his people and letting it be known, you know, he didn't do it intentionally. Now, as to the reason why, I don't know why he did it, I don't know. You know, he really didn't explain that, but he did say, you know, he apologized to this particular woman right here. You know, it was her birthday, and that's who he was supposed to show up for. She is a very beautiful woman, by the way. But I'm gonna let y'all see, and he also, you know, was chopping it up with his boy about hitting licks. So y'all check this out.
If this was a house, would do what?
Jumping, like if nigga everything is serious in his face, they pull the whip over to the side, and we'll jump in the water and swim to the crib.
This criminal, yeah, you can't do it now with these tape niggas. No, I be a first like, train of thought, first thought process be crime. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a happy. I want to send my apologies to all my Detroit and all my Detroit friends. I apologize. I ain't make it to the show, dog. For sure, dog. I'm gonna make it up to y'all. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, Summerfest Jam. They had me, Pies, and the City Girls alongside each other. So you know I ain't missed out on purpose. Y'all know I Pies tough, and the City Girls tough. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how I feel about that baby in Miami, Carisha. And my Detroit baby there, Deja Nick. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, baby. You know I ain't wanna miss out on your birthday. You know I ain't trying to not come up there on purpose. There's some going on. But I'm gonna make it up to y'all. I'm gonna make it up to you too today. Happy birthday again. Happy Z-Day, my love.
Next up, we got that boy 2 Chainz, and 2 Chainz pilots on his plane was pretty much getting into it and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole little soap opera series going on. But I'm gonna let y'all check it out. Believe that.
Grace, my heart. Grace, I am sorry. I'm regretting it. Grace, I okay, I'm gonna got this great next time. Check this. Grace, I'm sorry. Listen, Grace, listen. Grace, listen. I'm sorry about this. I'm finished. I'm finished. You're my brother. No, you're finished. My brother. Grace, you're my brother. You're my brother. Grace.
What's going on, brother?
We have a slight little problem.
What's wrong, man? You're not gonna, we need to go?
No, you don't have to get home.
Is the plane okay?
Sorry?
Is the plane okay?
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
You're not gonna fly with us anymore?
No, I'll be right back.
Is everything okay, sir?
Yeah, we're okay.
He doesn't want to fly with us anymore? Is it our fault?
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Are you back? Here on the next episode of If You Talk to Me Like That Again. Listen, you didn't come home last night. I looked in your phone and I saw his name. All right, y'all be cool. It's my new episode.
All right, back. I want to apologize because I really had to go to the bathroom. The captain didn't want to let me know. And I said, listen, I gotta go. All right. So I called to the company, make a complaint about that. But otherwise, everything is fine. I'm all ready to go. I want you to feel safe. Everything should be safe. I feel better. You relieve yourself. 1 or 2.
None of your business. Oh my God, let's go.
Number 2, I do every few days. In the way, exactly.
Yeah, man, as y'all can see, man, you know, them two was kind of getting into it. You know, had a little issue going on and whatnot, which had 2 Chainz scared. Y'all let me know what y'all would have done in that situation. If both of your pilots was arguing and not getting along, and one of them hopped off the plane like he was finna disappear, what would y'all do, man? Would y'all still stay on that plane, or would y'all just say, forget it, man? I'm not even gonna take that chance. Leave that down in the comment section. But next, last but not least, we got Olavander Usyk. And Olavander Usyk has just made history, as you can see by the 3 belts on his waist, you know, WBO, IBF, and the WBA. Also Ring Magazine and, you know, that, you know, secondary things, you know, all the belts they have in boxing. But Alexander Usyk has just made history yesterday. He won a unanimous decision over Anthony Joshua. And, you know, he did it in the UK. He did it on Anthony Joshua's soil. Pretty much dismantled Anthony Joshua. Most people say, you know, it was a back and forth fight all the way up until about the 11th round, where Olavander Usyk won the 11th to 12th. But from me and what I seen, I felt like Olavander Usyk won almost every round except for, you know, I would say like the 8th, the 6th and the 8th. Definitely the 8th. Definitely 8th. I give Anthony Joshua 2 rounds out of the whole fight. Now, Olavander Usyk showed that, you know, he's a world-class talent. He showed, you know, that he was head over heels better than Anthony Joshua. He showed that, you know, there's nothing that Anthony Joshua can do to beat him. Now, they do have a immediate rematch within the clause of their fight, and I feel as though, matter of fact, I know that Olavander Usyk is going to beat Anthony Joshua very, very badly. Now that he knows Anthony Joshua is not who he's cracked up to be, now that he knows Anthony Joshua is soft, he's going to go in there and run through Anthony Joshua. Olavander Usyk has shown that he is a special fighter and one of the best fighters of this generation. Definitely the best cruiserweight. Now, Anthony Joshua is more of a, I would say he's food. He's food. His career was destined to be food for Tyson Fury. He was destined to be food for, you know, one of those fighters on the hope list. You know, one of the, you know, the great white hopes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the racism that's in boxing. It's a lot of it. So he was destined to be one of those food fighters for the hope list. You know, look at this black fighter getting beat by one of our fighters. That's what he was meant to be. Now, the fight with Deontay Wilder, a lot of people would say, look at Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder, who was considered the #1 heavyweight. Now, that fight, if y'all go back and rewatch it, as I stated so many times on this channel, he was cheating. Tyson Fury was cheating. Tyson Fury had no padding in the knuckle area. And, you know, of course, Deontay Wilder's trainer, Mark Breland, slipped something into Deontay Wilder's drink, which had him, you know, drowsy and not on point. Deontay Wilder at no point in time was fighting like himself, but the warrior that he was still allowed him, you know, not to be beaten. So you cannot, you know, use that fight to try to say, you know, one of their fighters actually beat one of ours, because it's not true. Now, we will get to see, you know, the trilogy matchup come up, you know, October 9th. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to that. And the winner of that fight looks like, you know, they might go into an undisputed fight with Olavander Usyk. Now, I do feel as though, you know, Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, they have a lot better chance of beating Olavander Usyk. I feel like, you know, Usyk will come in as the clear underdog, and, you know, either one of those fighters will dominate, especially Deontay Wilder. I see Deontay Wilder knocking out Olavander Usyk in about, I'll say knock him out of the 7th round, around the 7th round. He probably already had dropped him like, you know, 2-3 times, you know, going into that 7th round, and, you know, will really stop him. I don't feel like Olavander Usyk is one to give up in the ring, but I do feel as though, you know, Deontay Wilder is going to knock him out, and I feel like Deontay Wilder is going to knock out Tyson Fury on October 9th. You know, what you'll see on October 9th is a revamped Deontay Wilder, one who's on a mission, one who is more focused and more worried about, you know, the outliers in boxing, which is cheating, because we've seen that multiple different times. You know, we've seen that multiple different times. You know, if you look at, you know, the whole camp around Canelo Alvarez, everybody in that camp has, you know, been tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. You know, cheating goes on all the time in the sport of boxing, and that's one of the sad truths. And that's one of the reasons why boxing is losing its flair amongst the people. You know, the cheating, you know, the politics, the business side of boxing. You know, none of the best fighters want to fight the best unless you get, you know, one of these outlier fighters like a Deontay Wilder or like a Errol Spence Jr., you know, or like, you know, who could I say? Because I don't really know nobody else. You know, Canelo being the face of boxing, he's ducking everybody. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis has, you know, Floyd Mayweather, you know, dictating his career, even though he wants to fight, you know, all of the best fighters. Nobody really wants to fight him. Teofimo Lopez is blowing smoke out of his backside. You know, Devin Haney says that he wants to fight everybody, but I don't know if he really wanted to take that Gary Russell Jr. fight. You know, it's just all kind of different politics within the sport of boxing that is making it, you know, ultimately diminish and not really be at the height that it was, you know, in the early 2000s. You know, that it was in the 80s, 90s, you know, 70s, you know, what boxing really was, you know, when everybody fought the best fought the best. You know, we losing that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this down in the comment section. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, you know, share the video and show your boy some love. And with that being said, I'm out. Believe it.